What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game. Man, you already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help empower your life. Understand and realize it's always two doors to everyone's life, and it's the revolving door of keep going through the same cycles that were never broken, or it's the door that you take where you become who you're truly meant to be, individual. You know what I'm saying? So listen, before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great. Hey, look, the title of this video is going to be on the fact that you have to believe in yourself so much that you become delusional. Like, you got to really think about it on a deeper level. Every human being in the world is born into the illusion of not believing who they are. It is either a situation, something you're very passionate about, something you should be doing, that oftentimes tricks your mind into knowing that it's something greater, or should I say that door that is closed off to us as we go down this pattern of revolving cycles that, stop the people before us. You're automatically born into that illusion. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to you, again, like I said, to come across something, an experience, to come to a place in your life where you believe in yourself so much that it sounds delusional to others. Because of the simple fact, no one is born with the remedy of really knowing how to be themselves and take the route that is best fit for them, which means you have to be okay with understanding that you figuring out who you are and believing in yourself, and you know what I'm saying, taking the route that best fits you. You're not gonna do what's standard to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna function in the way other people do. You're gonna take a road to that door that's destined for you to find out who you are, with steps that have never before been heard of. So it becomes a type of thing where oftentimes people who are in an illusion of who they're really meant to be, and at a different space as far as breaking out of it, they're gonna, you feel me, come to you. They're gonna try to break you down. They're gonna try to get you to come back into the box of the revolving cycle of what has been set out for everyone. You know what I'm saying? But listen, when you take that first leap of faith into believing in yourself so much that it's delusional to others, in the background is a process that's going on that's only lit up for you. So they can't see the fact that it's helping you become a better person the more you take a path that is not standard to what everybody else is considering to be the normal path. You get what I'm saying? Listen, at first you're still in this mode of comparing yourself to others, trying to fit in with others, trying to, you know what I'm saying, be what other people want you to be. So when you first start out on that road of doing something that basically motivates you to keep doing it because you have to believe in yourself, the road is rocky. You know what I'm saying? But if you are powerful enough and strong enough to not be, captured and taken down by what other people say about you, what other people feel about you, and it's hard because you got to think about it. You've been going the same way your whole life. So you really have to have enough mental strength to keep going down a road that has not been paved before. But you know deep down in the bottom of the pits of your soul that this is the road you're supposed to go in. But you're going to have to leave everybody behind and go on it on your own, because one thing to realize is the fact that everybody is at different speeds. It does not matter if they're related to you, if they're your best friend, if they're this, they're that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got another video I'm going to drop after this that gets a little more in depth with that. But it's a road that is, you know what I'm saying, travel for you. And as you keep going on that road, you start to see that it's reality for you. You know what I'm saying? You start to see the results of you focusing on yourself and really sticking to, you know what I'm saying, something that you're passionately motivated by. And you got to really think about it. Like, I'm a truth teller. I stand on business and I tell the truth. You know, big shout out to King. That's a good little phrase. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, it's almost as if like everybody wants to compare you to somebody else. They want you to be somebody other than who you are. My name is Deidre. I can only be me. I can't be nobody else because I don't want to live their journey. I'm only now getting to a point where I'm comfortable with my life's journey and the things I had to endure and go through. That's what helped build me up. I don't want to be like nobody else. And you don't know them or you don't know their life story. But I feel as if it's so hard for people to look at someone for who they are because of the illusion that has been placed on us, which is do not think individually. Stay accustomed to the system. And that system is you do, say, manipulate, finesse, whatever to get what you want. And because everybody was in a space where they think like that, you feel me? Nothing was ever truthful. Nothing was ever honest. Everything was a finesse. Everything was a manipulation. So when you come across people who tell the truth, it automatically triggers a reaction from that person because they don't want to hear it or they're not used to hearing it. But again, you feel me? If you sit back and relax and think on a bigger scale, you're automatically going to fight something that's new. That's just the reality of what it is. But if you want it bad enough, you're going to keep fighting it until you succeed. For instance, I got my driver's license when I was 18, right? I didn't really study the book, but I just went head first in and taking a test because I already knew how to drive. It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? So I failed the first time. I did. I took it the second time. I still didn't even read the book. Only thing I did was study the answers I got wrong. Because what they do on the test is give you the same questions with different word phrasing. So that's where it confuses you. Kind of like manipulates you. You know what I'm saying? And then the second time I took it, I passed. You know what I'm saying? But because I wanted to do it legitly, because, you know what I'm saying, of things in the past, I was like, listen, I'm dedicated to getting this because I don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about the police pulling you over, you hot, whatever, it don't matter. You feel me? You got your license, it'll just be a simple ticket or whatever. But again, it's all kind of to me like a trick because you can do the slightest thing and they take your driver's license away, which is retarded. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. And it's a lot of people who don't got their driver's license who know how to drive like G's. You feel me? They just have a good way of avoiding, you feel me, the people. But I for me, it's just a little bit different. I try to do everything accurately so I don't have to have so many worries. You can kind of, I don't encourage this, but kind of do what you want when you're legitly moving by the book. Like, that will be hard for people to understand. But again, I am in a space in my life where I'm doing what I love legitly by moving by the book, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I see it so much coming from the black community. You feel me? Bad in school, all that. Listen, I wasn't though. Did I get into some trouble? I did a few times. You feel me? But I was the person that followed the rules and still did what I wanted. Like it's easy to stay off of these people's radar when you're like that. Because again, you have to think about it. Some of these systems is designed to capture people's souls and the way that they think so that they don't have the ability to take that road in figuring out who they are. They're only going to be destined to follow the illusional cycle and pattern that they were already born into. That's how it's set out. That's how it's designed. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to have a mindset where you defy the odds, you go against the standard normal thinking, personally, you have to do it in a way where you're not breaking laws, you're not breaking code, and you're being honest, because it's gonna work out better for you. You know what I'm saying? Versus you like trying to believe in yourself and chase a passion, but on your off day you breaking laws. That you feel me? It's at somewhere it's gonna come to where it's like this, and you're gonna have to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? It's things and ways that you can live life without, you feel me, getting these people on your radar and being able to chase your dreams in the same sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy thing. It's very complicated and very difficult, but it comes down to the fact of learning how to control who you are, so you do not end up in situations that, you know what I'm saying, have certain people coming after you, because that is what they have been designed to do. You know what I'm saying? That is their sole mission in life. You know what I'm saying? Because they have certain people designed in a certain box. You get what I'm saying? So to be so delusional, or should I say they call it delusion, but it's nothing wrong with a person because they have the ability to totally believe in themselves and what they stand on. And once they see the results of everything that they're doing, you feel me, it gives you more motivation, because the part that you don't see is what's being done off camera, what's being done behind the scenes, how I'm growing better as a person behind the scenes. That those are the parts that don't nobody see. And it's an up and down Libra scale, for real. You feel me? Y'all only seeing a part of me that I choose to record. You get me? But who would want to backtrack and not build themselves up and stay the same person? Nobody really wants to stay the same person they've always been. At some point, some people in life actually want to reach and grab for something way better than they've ever known in their life. It's just, how bad do you want it? How bad are you willing to change who you are, as far as the things that are stopping you from growing? Not your identity, but the things that you know that are hindering you from basically believing in yourself so much that to the regular person is delusional. How bad are you willing to sacrifice your old self for this new version of who you are? You know what I'm saying? And seeing what it's like for your life once you decide to accept that road. How better it can get for you. Are you going to have to come with, you know what I'm saying, lows, attacks? Definitely. But as you grow in who you are, your defense mechanism to fight the attacks is way stronger than they would have ever been once you were the old version of yourself. When you're the old version of yourself, it's like certain things that hit you, that try to take you down in life, you think about it so much because you think you're doing something so right that it materializes in your life, and it constantly stops you. You feel me? And it's so hard to like move into this higher version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you, who cares if you may seem delusional to other people? Who really, don't nobody really give a damn. You feel me? It's just, as you move into this path of life where you have found the door that's an escape route from the illusion you have been born into, you know what I'm saying, it's to a point where the people that are hindering your growth, the people that are stopping you from growing, are going to fall off naturally. But the way their mind processes things, because they feel they have to be in power and control all the time, is now you done something to them. No. You know what I'm saying? I just elevated in who I was. I'm still the same person. You know what I'm saying? As far as my character and my identity. But the only thing is, I don't finesse, lie, manipulate. I tell the truth. You feel me? And I know that by me just being me, everything is going to tell the truth to follow suit, because I'm not out here trying to finesse and manipulate nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that stands the test of time. I don't care who you think you are, what type of role you think you have. The truth is not something you can run from. You know what I'm saying? You can't, because it's the story from that side, the story from this side, and the truth. But in life, we have been taught to alleviate from the truth. The truth was always there. It was always hidden in plain sight. It's just, if we finesse your mind long enough, we have you thinking you're who you not want to be long enough in life, you won't even never even be able to see the truth. You'll forever believe the illusion. So the truth is just something that, you know what I'm saying, is very clear as day. It's just you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality of life. You are in an illusion. You know? So again, it's almost as if, like, when you see your new reality of totally believing in who you are, it encourages you and motivates you more to know that everything you're doing is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And listen, it's not coming from people. It's not coming from the validation of others. It's coming from yourself and looking at the reality of your life and looking at how your positive mindset has created things in your life that you never thought would be possible, by just comforting your mind, easing your mind, really believing and trusting who you are. You know what I'm saying? And as you do that, your reality outside of you starts to follow suit. But for so long, a lot of people, just speaking for me, I didn't have control of my mind. So even though I thought my reality was everything, it wasn't, until I had a chance to redirect my focus and understand, like, the true magic is you believing in yourself enough to ease your mind, to not have to be dependent on nobody by, trauma related incidences or, insecurities or whatever, that you have your, you feel me, personality and identity of who you are put into someone else's hands. Because oftentimes your insecurity or whatever it is you lack mentally, that other person elevates it in some way. So since they know they got the ball in their court, they're going to finesse it the way they see fit for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it comes to a point where you just have to really believe in yourself entirely and have the capacity in your mind to understand and be aware of the fact that you can get through anything that you want to get through. But one thing you should never ever do is do something that puts you on these people radar, meaning it's wrong, but you do it anyway because something inside of you is not willing to wait, not willing to stand out, not willing to think outside the box, not willing to do something that probably other people wouldn't do, because you're too busy, you know what I'm saying, looking for glorification from others. You listen, it's the ability to, like, really step out the box and do what you feel is necessary for you to get ahead in life. And once you see that path and once you walk it and ain't nobody was there, you feel me? As you continue to grow, now all of a sudden people gonna want to come in and tell you who you is, what you doing, don't do this, don't do that. And that's only because their mission is solely to knock a person down. Not because it's intentional, but because the way they feel about themselves, they're automatically directed to bring anyone down that feels as if they're climbing up the ranks. And it's crazy because it's only me growing in who I am. It's only me discovering the fact that I don't have to play nobody's game to get ahead. Listen, I don't care who you are, what you stand for, what you do. I do not have to listen or follow your rules. I can do what I want by solely being able to analyze my life. Because you got to think about it. When you get on the path to self-discovery and you're really dedicated passionately to growing in somewhere, it's not meant for that. It's not set out for that to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to have the attacks. It's going to have, you know what I'm saying, the people in your mind, wanting you to face difficult situations. You know what I'm saying? And succumb to certain things so that you stay down, which means, like, for me, it was like, okay, we're gonna make it so you're at a struggling point. You feel me? You don't got nothing. We've been stripped of everything. You staying at a hotel, you don't got no money, you don't got nobody to call. You know what I'm saying? So what you gonna do now? You gonna try to take somebody else's shit and end up in jail? Or are you gonna figure out another way and hope that it works? And everything that I did in a healthy, positive way worked out. And now I'm at where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of difficult for people to do because they're oftentimes not in control of their mind. Somebody else is. And listen, it's technical if you don't understand it, but I'm gonna release a video to break it down a little bit, you know. But again, this world is basically set up for you to be delusional if you believe in yourself. Like, that, it's not set up for that. It's set up for you to believe in everything outside of you believing in yourself. And it's comfortable for you to believe in things outside of you. It's comfortable because it's what everybody else is doing. So it's easy. But the moment you just feel like you want to walk to that other door and figure out who you are, you're going to get faced with the hardships. You're going to get faced with the judgment, the put downs. You know what I'm saying? But what comes with being able to make it through that door is you accept your life and everything that you was handed to you. And you don't care about judgment. You don't care about making people happy. You don't care about who likes you or don't like you. You just, you feel me, stay in your own lane. And over time, you have to give, you feel me, some people, or should I say, a moment to catch up, because listen, it's not set up for you to have this mindset where you just alone and don't like nobody. It's set up for you to get into your mind so you can just understand what's for you and what's not. And then the people that is in the same direction as you will be aligned with you to where you won't have to attract or be involved in things that's no good for you, because they'll line up with who you are. That's the way of the world. You feel me? But oftentimes, again, people are coming into this newfound energy of not trusting nobody and this and that and this. And it's a little bit deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you're at a space in your life where things are just not working out, it's because it's a different path you're supposed to be on. And as you follow that path, because the signs are going to be dead in your face. You know what I'm saying? You're going to also be working on yourself in the background. And you got to want it so bad that you don't care what nobody say or feel. And you go in that direction despite what people may think about you. And understand and realize that it's never about you. It's just really what they feel about themselves. But they can't go within. So they need someone to project it onto. You know what I'm saying? And if you're one that's elevating and growing, that's needed for you to be able to grow. You feel me? Because if you don't have nobody trying to stop you from growing, you're gonna stay stagnant. You're not gonna live life every day like, I need to go harder. Don't get comfortable. You're gonna get comfortable. You're gonna get settled because you're gonna think everything's going good. And then when something bad happens, you just gonna completely lose it. You're gonna lose it. You feel me? Because you're not having that energy of being able to keep going and never get comfortable in life. Live every day like it's your last. You know what I'm saying? Never get too comfortable, because that's where everything starts to fucking blow up. And then you be trying to look to everybody else to try to come save you. They're not. You know what I'm saying? So again, be so delusional of believing in yourself that it helps you block out the noise, because it's not set out or destined for nobody to believe in themselves. Everybody's supposed to believe in everything outside of who they are. And ultimately, once you understand the feeling of growing in who you are and becoming a new version of yourself, you're gonna love it so much that it's you can no longer go backwards. Like, there is it doesn't matter what you do, who try to come up against you, you can no longer go back there. That door has been closed and a new one has been opened. You know what I'm saying? So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.